Peter Velissis here with the firm of Marshall Velissis. As a business owner, let's talk a little bit about protecting the wealth and income of your business, your most valuable asset. Have you ever performed a fire drill? No, not the type with the alarms and bells going off and everybody racing out to the parking lot. I'm talking about the type of drill that looks at the documentation and funding that you have in place should something unplanned happen to you, the owner. Death, disability, divorce, loss of a partner, loss of a key employee, what have you. We often find that when you actually look at the documents that are in place, or maybe the lack of documents being in place, that what the owner thinks will happen is in fact not what will happen. So let's look at what the real problem or risk is. This is a pie chart that represents the total wealth of a business owner, the majority of which is going to be tied up in an illiquid, non-diversified entity called the business. Everything else is the house, the cars, the brokerage accounts, and what have you. And if things aren't properly protected for the business in the event of one of these unplanned events, then a substantial amount of the business can be lost. The value can plummet to anywhere to 10-15% of the total value of the business if things aren't properly protected. Puzzleman here is the embodiment of what we find most business owners are when it comes to taking on the challenge of putting the proper planning in place. They're confused, they're frustrated. It's a time-consuming endeavor to get all of the different advisors, lawyers, CPAs, financial advisors, insurance risk managers, what have you, all to work together. And because of that daunting task, that often leads to procrastination, so no plans get put in place, and we see the results of the fire drill being less than desirable. We think the real problem or the root cause of this is this graphic here with each of the advisors represented by an arrow, sincerely trying to help a business owner do the right thing, but the arrows are going in different directions at different times. No one's following behind the singular vision of what the business owner wants, and they're not working in a coordinated fashion. Before we talk about a process or a system that can fix this, let's provide a self-assessment. We have a quick free tool that you can download and go through. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, but it'll get you thinking about, do you know the value of your business? How do you arrive at that valuation? How often do you keep that updated? Are your advisors working together as a team? How much work does it take for you to get them to work as a team, and how willing would they be to do that? So this self-assessment will give you an idea of kind of where you're at and what your priorities may need to be in order to put the proper planning in place that will protect your wealth and income for not only yourself, your family, your employees, but also for preserving your legacy.